So if I was actually going to bet, and I know this won't make some people happy, and it doesn't necessarily make me happy, I would not be surprised if Kirk is traded.
Kirk?
Yeah.
Why? Because his value is so high right now?
Yeah. And because I think the organization would have some concern about having two catchers who are 21 and 22 years old who have almost no major league experience. Excuse me. I think they would prefer to have Jansen back there. Could be wrong. And I think the market would like Kirk better. I think you'd get more for Kirk.
Wow.
Because of his upside and his potential. Remember, you've got what, 4 years of Jansen, 3-4 years of Jansen.
Yeah.
And the offensive numbers don't look great as a collective.
No, but this year,
yes, this year they look better.
Yeah.
But you don't know whether we don't know whether that's a blip or whether that's sustainable. He certainly looks a lot better at the plate, a lot better.
In fact, I think that if you look at the turning point for the Jays after they went into that terrible hitting drought, Jansen was the guy that started it. Jansen was the guy that with that series of games in St. Louis.
Well, when he came back after that first injury,
he
all of a sudden,
boom,
he was hitting rockets to left field.
Yeah.
Ryu's absence, there's not much to talk about. He's gone for the year, and I would say there's a real good likelihood we've seen him pitch his last game for the Blue Jays ever.
Well, this is the last year of his contract, right?
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
that should tell you everything you know.
Yeah,
I'd be very doubtful that they would bring him back. I mean, he won't. I don't think if he has Tommy John, and I don't know. I don't think they've announced whether it's going to be Tommy John or just a ligament deal.
Right.
If he has Tommy John, he's middle of next year earliest.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe later than that, given his age and the fact that he's had so many recurring problems. So why would you sign a guy at his age where there's high risk for half a season? I wouldn't. No disrespect intended.
Unless it was at a massive discount, Bob. I mean,
even then, even then,
yeah.
I mean, look, the guy's a $20 million pitcher.
Yeah.
Would he take, a massive discount would be 10. I wouldn't.
I'm even thinking more than that.
More of a discount than that?
Yeah. It's not,
he's got to love to pitch then.
They all love to pitch.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. And the other thing, why did the Dodgers get rid of this guy who was at or near the top of their rotation?
Well, they had some prospects. They had some prospects coming.
I agree, but they believed him to be injury prone because he had never made it through an entire year with the Dodgers without getting hurt.
Right.
And they didn't want to take that chance anymore. And that's exactly how it's played out with the Blue Jays. I think he had 1 year where he was pretty much okay. But otherwise, it's nagging little injuries. It's 10 days here, 2 weeks there, and now this big one, which is going to cost him the entire season.
So when I read about the surgery, I automatically thought, well, Nate Pearson's on his way.
Well, I got to tell you, I'm off the Nate Pearson bandwagon. When he gets here, I'll watch, but I'm not taking the time or the energy to find out how he's doing.
So is this Stripling's new starting position until further notice?
Well, there's no choice.
Yeah, I know. On this roster, unless they bring somebody from Buffalo.
And look at what has the guy done the last 2 games? I think he's got 2 shutouts, and I think he's given up like 2 hits.
Oh, he has been everything that they've ever wanted out of him. Relief, go into the rotation when you need him. He became exactly what they had hoped for in all of this.
Well, he wasn't of the quality or the expectation of Ryu, and certainly not of the price tag.
Right.
But you know where they got him from? The Dodgers.
Sure.
Where he was a starter for most of his time with them. And the Dodgers have had a pretty good ball club for as long as I can remember. So this guy, we shouldn't be that shocked that this guy can pitch. He's not any more than a 5th starter.
Yeah.
Make no mistake about it. But he can be a fifth starter, and the fact that he's gone back and forth to the bullpen without complaining, I think is been beneficial, obviously beneficial and admirable on his part.